Yo, this is Rick Mahorn, the bad boy, giving a shout out to my man Drew, Detroit Drew. Make sure you tune in on his YouTube channel, Detroit Drew. Bad boy.
Jay the producer.
Detroit Drew. Woodward Sports. Yeah. Detroit Drew. Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports.
Yeah.
Yo, peeps, how's it going? How's everyone doing today, man? And what a great game it's been last night. Last night was fun to watch. I love watching LaMelo throw these crazy, insane passes, but I was really impressed with the Pistons. The Pistons only had like 8 players play, and Cook only played about not even 3 minutes. So technically, we only had 7 guys in the rotation. So it gave a lot of opportunities to the young guys. And the 2 guys that stepped up last night were Sekou Doumbouya and Diallo. Diallo, 30-some points, man. He's looking good and building confidence. I don't know what happened. I know he's been on the injury report for quite some time now. I don't know if that was a factor into it, but he just didn't look like himself. And last night, he looks good. And, with only a handful of games left, I want to see him continue to build this confidence in the offseason. But really, man, Sekou, to me, is what I've been talking about all season long, of giving this guy an opportunity. And him playing with Killian is what I've been demanding. Because Sekou and Killian already have built-in chemistry. They've already played together. And you could see it last night when Sekou was cutting or taking advantage of the defense slipping. Killian was giving him the ball right on the money. He got so many easy layups because of Killian's playmaking ability. Killian didn't really have a great game, but he was able to find Sekou. And the thing about Sekou is he needs to work that inside-out game. He needs a couple of those easy layups, a couple of those dunks to get his confidence going. I said this about Andre Drummond, and it's the same with Sekou. If you watch the 04 Pistons, Chauncey took responsibility to get Big Ben an easy dunk or whatever to start the game out. So that way his motor was going. He was locked in. Because Big Ben wasn't a great offensive player. He was known for his defense. He's probably one of the, if not the greatest defender of all time. But they looked for him. They tried to get him going, so that way his confidence goes up. We had to do that with Andre. If you got Andre the ball first and he scored first, he was going to have a 20-20 game. Similar thing to Sekou. He's been struggling this year. He's not an outside shooter. He can shoot the 3, and he shot it pretty good last night. But he needs to start in the paint. Whether it's a fast break, a pick and roll, a backdoor cut, something like that to get him going and feeling engaged. You can see it because then he was playing good defense. He was running the floor. He was active. He was shooting the ball. He was doing all the right things. And that's something that I talked about in the offseason, is what we needed to do. And then throughout the course of the year, I'm saying this is what we need to do with him. So for Diallo and Sekou, like I said, we only got a couple games left of the year. Got to finish the month out, and we'll be out of the playoffs. Right now, we're sitting at the number 2 spot in terms of the draft before the lottery. Thank you. Thank you. Continue to build these guys as his confidence, because if they finish this year out strong, going in the offseason, they're going to take it very serious, because they're going to continue that momentum next year. Next year we might go back to 82 games. There might not be a play-in tournament next year, especially the way LeBron's been crying about it. Wham. But next year could be completely different than this year. So you want to give them as much confidence as possible. So if they're working on, like, Diallo needs to work on his 3-point shooting. So does Sekou. Sekou still needs to work on everything and polishing his game and putting everything together. But build their confidence right now. So that when they go in the offseason, I want to hear that these guys have an outstanding offseason. Because you got to find out what you're going to do with Diallo. Because he's going to be a free agent. The Pistons are probably going to try to bring him back. Do so, because I like him. I like having him and Josh Jackson on the team. That's nasty. You have to start one come off the bench. They're pretty much the same player. So continue to build those guys' confidence up. Build chemistry. Everyone that played last night is going to be a part of this team's future, even Frank Jackson. I seriously doubt the Pistons are going to let Frank Jackson go. Not the way he's been playing. He had like 15 last night. Continue to give these guys the opportunities. That's all I ask, man. Because Saddiq Bey, he's already got the most rookie three-pointers made for having 5+ threes in a game. I believe he's at 11 right now. It was 10 the other day. No other rookie in NBA history has that many. He's going to be really good. Beef stew, man, just given opportunity after opportunity. and has played really well. You know, the Pistons played pretty well last night. They're just not trying to win. So let these young guys build confidence up, because next year you have a different standard. Next year, we're not trying to get the first overall pick. We're trying to build an established team to get it into the playoffs, especially if you have a top 3, top 4 pick. The goal needs to be get into the playoffs. So enjoy the losing now, because next year you have a different goal. So that's why you need to play these young guys now. Let them build the confidence. Let them get some experience underneath their belts, because last night was a great game because Charlotte is fighting for seeding in the playoffs. So they're trying to win. So when you can play a team like that, that maybe next year could be a potential playoff matchup, I really hope so. I think that'd be a great series. We're getting way ahead of ourselves. I don't want to talk about playoff matchups for next year. But they're hungry. They're young. They like to run. They like to play defense. To play that good against them is a good testament to what this team can be. The next couple of games are not going to be easy. We're playing some of the league's best teams. Be competitive with them. Play the young guys. Don't just pull them out. Let them learn. Okay? Simple and plain. But let me know what you guys think about Sekou and Diallo breaking out last night, having both great games. Leave your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns in the comment section below. In the description, you'll find Woodward Sports, the DSA members, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter in there. Check all that out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And that's the bottom line, because Double D said so. Peace.